Apple making big announcements today at its special event, revealing its new iPad, iPhone 11, and iPhone Pro.
This is the iPhone 11 Pro, and these are the most powerful and most advanced iPhones that we have ever built in a stunning new design.
Now, the Pro will cost $999, the larger Pro Max going for $1,099. It all begins shipping September 20th. Joining us with more is Ray Wang. He is the founder and principal analyst at Constellation Research, and he is at Cupertino at the Apple event. Ray, appreciate you stepping out to talk to us. Let me get your thoughts on the announcements that came out today. What stood out to you?
Hey, no problem. Welcome to my hometown, Cupertino. So here's what's actually happening. The new iPhone, what we're seeing is the additional camera. They really focused in on the camera, the neural networks, the A13 Bionic chip. What that's doing is allowing you to take amazing pictures. And so for those who are waiting for 5G but don't have the latest iPhone and a great camera, I think this is going to be one of the big hits for people to get there. Then there's the sleeper thing, which is really around the Apple Watch Series 6. Series 5. And what's happening with the watch is it's being enrolled in a whole bunch of health studies, whether it's women's health, whether it's going to be around, heart and movement, right? All these things are actually bringing the watch to life. And I think we should be watching how the watch volumes are going to be going forward, because I think this is the sleeper hit as a lot of people transition to getting to a watch to be more than a fitness device, more than a health device, but being that almost that Dick Tracy communicator that we were trying to get to. And then, of course, the iPad 6 actually came out with some very interesting features as well.
I want to get more on the Apple Watch in just a bit, but let's go back to the iPhone, because we had a guest on earlier who said, look, let's just be honest here. This is a transitional phone until the 5G phone comes out. What should the expectation be for investors in terms of, how big the sales numbers are likely to be for this particular device?
That's a great point. We estimate somewhere between 190 and 200 million iPhones that are set up for replacement out of the 1 billion. It's about a 950 million device base, right? So there's 200 million iPhones that would probably potentially get upgraded, and that's a pretty big number at those $699, $999, and $1,099 price points. So I think this is enough to do it, and here's why. 5G is not ready for the US for another 18 months. The networks aren't there. The small cell towers aren't there. We're going to get fake 5G for a very long time. So, hey, what's the point, right? So if you're going to upgrade in the next 12 to 18 months, it wouldn't make any sense to wait.
Yeah, we're going to keep getting the 5G signal, it sounds like. Let's talk about the Apple Watch, though. You pointed to some of the additional features that are on here. What does that suggest in terms of where Apple wants to take this particular device? You go back to when it was first launched. There were questions about how viable it actually is, but it really has picked up over the last several years. We saw good numbers in the most recent quarter. Now we've got these additional features there. What does this mean in terms of what the Apple Watch will mean for Apple's outlook overall?
Well, the Apple Watch is a gateway for folks being able to carry something with them, right? And I think what we always thought there would be some channel conflict, right, between the watch, the pad, right, your phone, right? It turns out that, and even the MacBook, it turns out that people own 2, 3 devices because they're purpose-built. They're purpose for different use cases, and then they also work closely with each other. So I think what we really should be looking at is the number of devices Apple has and the number of services they can get from each device. And I think that's really the way to look at these numbers. Like, for example, with the Apple TV Plus, right? The ability to get, TV Plus for $499, the ability to get Arcade for $499, the ability, I even have the Apple Card here, right? It's what people are using. And all those services are going to add up over 1 billion devices.
Okay, Ray Wang joining us from outside of the Apple event in Cupertino, California. Thanks so much.